I'll go over these at the end of the stream as well. But after this, we have a match between Krauser and Snake Lancer. That's at 6 p.m. Eastern on Speed Gaming 2. 7 p.m., we have a match between Woody and Poplars, Speed Gaming 5. And then 9 p.m., 10 p.m., and 11 p.m., we have more matches, and I'll go through those later on as the stream is closing, since we now have the runners starting to go through Ceres here. As you all know, Ceres is a pretty basic start to the game that no one really likes. Quick stream synchronization there. Our runners basically just angle near the doors to make sure they don't bump into the doors, and head on over to Ridley. Take 5 hits at Ridley and escape the station. All right, so there's the 5 hits. We'll see what kind of door time these runners will get leaving Ridley's room. Traviktox with a 76 and Meddadog with a 79. As usual, the steam is randomized in Ceres. You never really know what you're going to get in the last 2 rooms, or the third to last and second to last rooms, that is. A little bit of an issue there for Traviktox, but gets through. Meddadog having some pretty good luck there, 48-81. Unfortunately, he does fall down in that first part, so he's going to have to be wary of the steam. Traviktox finishing with a 44-02, and Meddadog getting up there with a 38-69. All right, so the runners will make their way on the planet Zebes. As usual, if game audio seems too low in relation to my voice, just let me know, and I can make adjustments on stream. If everything is good, then just enjoy the race. All right, so off the ship for Traviktox. He will be heading into the first area in Zebes, heading down the climb, pitless, over to the morph ball, picking up the first set of missiles, and then back on up to Bomb Teresa. All right, so nice room there for Meddadog, getting pitless. Traviktox is just a few seconds ahead. Grabbing that morph ball, he's going to do a wall jump off of this and bomb out that, or shoot out that bottom block there. Head on into construction zone. A couple different ways you can do construction zone. You can do a down back strat, or you can just curl up into a ball. Traviktox doing the down back strat, a little bit trickier. So that is the first missile pack for Traviktox. He'll head on out and back up the elevator. So the PBs for these runners are 6 minutes apart. However, Traviktox is most likely going to be doing KPDR. I believe his PB with KPDR is more around a 48 or a 49. So that would make more of a 4 to 3 minute difference between the 2 runners. All right, so the climb. Once again, a number of different ways you can do this. Looks like Traviktox is going to do the wall jump climb, which is the fastest if done the most efficiently. You can also do a ledge grab climb. Meddadog opting to, we'll see. Looks like he's doing the ledge grab climb. So good differentiation there in terms of what these runners choose to do at the beginning of the game. Traviktox heading up Parlor. Alright, so Traviktox grabbing bombs at 456. Meddadog gonna be right behind him at about, looks like 506 or so. 507. Alright, so 5 P shots, 4 missiles, wait for the explosion, then 3 more missiles is what Traviktox wants to do here. Unfortunately, I think he did get hit by Bomb Trezo. Still gets a 2 rounds, so pretty good. Did raise the volume a bit. If have any opinions on the volume now, just let me know. I can always make changes again. Meddadog having something around a 3 round there, while Traviktox goes into Alcatraz, gets it through first try, no issues. Both runners have 5 missiles after exiting BT, so they're all set, no farming needs to be done. Traviktox could do the 2 missile strat here, and the Ops 2 kills those 2 enemies, so hopefully one of those drops a set of missiles. Every once in a while you won't get any missiles there. It's pretty rare though. Alright, so Traviktox coming up to the elevator to head down into West Green Brinstar, into the main room to go and get early supers. First sequence break of the game. Alright, so opens that door with 5 missiles. Looks like he does a short hop mock ball, really nice there. That's a tight mock ball to do. And heads on over to grab those supers. Dropping through those blocks, and now is going to head into Pink Brinstar, get some more missiles, onto Charge Beam, and then eventually over to the warehouse to take care of Kraid. Meanwhile, Meddadog grabbing his missiles at 718. Traviktox bombing out these blocks, not getting anything from that one enemy there, unfortunately. Sometimes you'll get missiles, sometimes you'll get a big health. I'm doing a little down back strat in Big Pink, and onto that set of missiles over there. Meddadog bombing out those blocks that Traviktox was just at, and Traviktox is about to go down and pick up Charge Beam. Rough time difference between new route and old route. I believe it's something around 2 minutes. All right, so in the Green Hill Zone, jump over there into a mock ball and opening the gate, killing that hopper, charging up as he goes in the next room. He's gonna want to shoot that cactus down at the bottom. Meddadog making his way out of Big Pink and into Green Hill, so 1 room behind Traviktox at this point. And Traviktox is going down here, confirming he is doing the old route. Cool little strat here, just kill that guy and do a D-boost into the next room. Skipping Spazer, thank God. And then, as Traviktox gets over the warehouse, there's a blockbuster strat you can do here, where you use 3 supers to break out all these blocks and make sure that you don't lose any momentum. Traviktox actually stopping there to break out those blocks. Alright, so Meddadog making his way over to the warehouse as well. Traviktox well on his way to Kraid. Nice job by Meddadog there, getting through really cleanly into the warehouse area. Traviktox taking out that eye door, and he is in the Kraid fight. A number of different ways you can do this quick kill with a combination of missiles and supers. There is also the option to do either missiles to start the fight or use a charge shot to lock a crate in place. So we'll see what Traviktox feels like doing here. Looks like he was trying to do a single shot and then 4 supers. Unfortunately, he only got 2 supers off, so he's going to have to get 1 missile and 1 super, and he should be all set. Unfortunately, Kraid blocking that one, so he'll need 2 more missiles there. And there we go. Alright, so Traviktox getting through and getting Varia in 10:34. Meddadog also having a little bit of issue with the quick kill. Looks like he'll need to do a few charge shots. He only has 2 missiles. He really wants these boomerangs to drop something, but they're not, unfortunately. Yeah. Really paltry drops from these things. Normally you'd get, you know, a missile here and a missile there, and he's getting absolutely nothing. That's a bummer. Alright, so Traviktox making his way out of warehouse. Is he going to get the E-Tank? He does. He opts to get the E-Tank. This E-Tank's completely optional, but gives you a bit of safety heading up into Fantoon especially. Alright, so he has 1 super there. I think he just needs 1 more hit. Needs to be careful, though. His energy is at 20. Make sure he doesn't take too much damage. Playing it safe here. Still relying on some drops and not really getting them. Alright, he does get a big energy there, so that's good. 1 more charge shot, and Kraid should be down, and there it is. 35 energy. Enough to get health bombed, so unfortunately he's going to be leaving this room with 0 ammo. Which means he's probably going to farm this little pipe before he goes out to mini Kraid. Picking up Varia around 12:10. Traviktox grabbing the high jump boots here. So Meddadog is opting to farm a bit here. Unfortunately, getting not much except for health. Has 2 missiles, so he's going to use those 2 to kill mini Kraid. Give him 4 supers. There's the 5th. Looks like he's going to go back in and get some missiles for those other dudes. All right, so Traviktox picking up his 30 tank. He's going to make his way from Business Center on over to the collection loop. Meddadog opting to do a little pseudo screw there. Kill those guys. Alright, so Traviktox coming up on Bubble Mountain. Few cool strats you can do in that room. One of the most common ones is just to use a missile to take out the first enemy, the Waver, and then I believe they use either a charge shot or a missile on the CAC at the top. He's going to open that door to line up and get a little bit more jump momentum. Kill that cactus and open that door and head over to Speed Booster, while Meddadog heads down the elevator into Business Center. Alright, so Traviktox picking up Speed Booster. Meddadog getting that Nova, I believe it's a Nova, just in time so he can open that door. And picking up the high jump boots. Traviktox not jumping through the door. Unfortunately gets the bad door transition, but won't cost him too much time. He gets 15 and 2, so with 2 supers, he's probably going to open one of these doors heading into double chamber with missiles instead of supers. You do want to make sure you have about 3 supers heading out of that room. And there are the missiles. Double chamber, of course. You have to be careful you don't fall down here, so some carefully timed and planned jumps, and he gets through there with no issue. All right, picks up the wave beam at around 15:08, and he will head back out through Business Center, back up the elevator, and over to Red Tower to eventually get over to Wreck Ship and Fantoon. Nice little wall jump to get the exit over there, the upper exit that is. Meanwhile, Meddadog getting over to Bubble Mountain. Has to be careful about that waiver, but it looks pretty good. Nice, clean rim. Traviktox doing the bomb and shoot strat here. Collects a few drops. Meddadog doing farming beforehand gives him 8 and 4, so that is enough so that he doesn't have to farm afterwards. He can just open this door with a single super and head straight out. Nice little Business Center farming strat there for Traviktox. Alright, so Meddadog opts to farm a little bit there, has 15-4 full health, so he's in really good shape in terms of energy and ammo. Traviktox going for Alpha Spark there, so he doesn't have to worry about doing deboosts in this room or anything. And here he is at Red Tower. We'll see what strat he decides to do to get up Red Tower. You can do a ledge grab strat, you can do a hero shot. Looks like he'll do the hero shot. Very nicely done. Very smooth Red Tower. Traviktox will be over to his first power bomb pickup in about 10 seconds. Unfortunately, not getting the deboost on those little pineapples, but that's fine. Doesn't waste him too much time. And he is going to head up into Wreck Ship now. A little strat I like doing in this room to conserve power bombs is to kill this grub on the right side. Excuse my inability to remember enemy names in this game. It's always been an Achilles heel of mine. Alright, so Meddadog heading out. He's going back in the Business Center. He'll do a little farming and then head up to Red Tower as well. Traviktox dropping a power bomb there. He's going to drop another power bomb coming into the next room to see what kind of drops he can get from these crabs. Looks like he got 2 bombs, so that's excellent. He's going to drop one to open that orange door over there, and we'll see what he decides to go for. You can either do 2 separate shine sparks or 1 single shine spark if you happen to open the door properly with a missile or a super missile. Looks like he tried to go for Ocean Fly, but didn't quite get it, so he's going to do 2 separate sparks. Meddadog also going for Alpha Spark across there. Oh, and unfortunately, Traviktox doing a Goop Spark. Gets across the moat. He has 124 energy, a little bit lower than you would normally have here, but still perfectly fine for Fantoon. And as a new route runner, I'm sure Traviktox has much experience with Fantoon, with less health and, of course, without Varia, which causes you to take double damage. Meddadog getting through Hellway with 1 final deboost there. He'll go on down and pick up the power bombs. And Traviktox getting through there. And onto Fantoon. So he can do basically 2 different strats here. Missiles or X-Factors. I believe X-Factors are pretty common here. We see that he has power bombs highlighted, so it looks like he's going to go for the 2 X-Factor strat. If you're familiar with Fantoon's patterns and practice them a lot, you'll Oh, so he actually does not do that. He tries to go for missiles, gets a fast pattern, and does not have his power bombs on. Okay, I got a bit confused there. I'm not really sure what he was doing. Fortunately, not getting it fast that time, so it looks like he's going to get a slow pattern for his second round here. Meddadog bombing out that door. Traviktox has to be really careful. Okay, he has 69 energy now, a little bit better off than he was before. But still. Ooh. Fantoon was a little bit low there, so those did not connect as you would expect them to. He has to be careful because he cannot shoot until he gets rid of those particles. And now... Oof. 24 energy. I'm having a heart attack over here. Alright, hopefully he gets some big health here. He gets a lot of nice drops, actually, so he's in good shape. Alright, looks like a good X Factor there. Finishes off Fantoon with 54 energy, so he will not get health bombed. Hopefully he does get a few health drops, because he's going to want to need them. Alright, bombs out that door. Doesn't get any energy. Like, he got absolutely nothing there. 74 energy leaving that room. That's really bad. We'll see what he decides to do in Attic. Yeah, that was a 3-round. With some respawns. Alright, so Meddadog getting the spark across the lake there. He has 2 power bombs, 2 supers, in pretty good shape. His energy is 208, so really good for Fantoon. Alright, so Traviktox gonna take out this atomic here. Hopefully. Alright, gets a little bit of energy. Doesn't want to get hit by that other atomic. The atomics will give you 20 health, but they'll also take 20 health away, so gotta be careful. Okay, 94 energy going in the Attic. Tough to do the Shine Spark strat here if you have that little energy, but we'll see what he decides to do. Alright, more of a strat similar to what you would do in New Route, where you basically just fling ammo at these guys. Unfortunately, wasting all of his missiles there. Meanwhile, Meddadog coming up to Fantoon, going to do X Factor strats, see what he gets for his first round. Looking like he's going to get a slow. There it is. Oh, actually hits Fantoon and then gets an X Factor coming back in. Not bad. Nice little strat there. Does not get a fast in the second round. Looks like this is going to be a slow as well. Traviktox making his way through a couple rooms and then on over to bowling. There is the slow pattern. Gets a fast respawn, really nice. Finishes off Fantoon with missiles and a super. So, pretty nice Fantoon fight from Meddadog there. Yeah, indeed, Flame Lamb insurance. Alright, so not great health for Meddadog either. The drops have been questionable here. A lot of ammo, but he still has 138 energy. I'd like it to be a little bit higher than that, but that's still okay. Actually takes out that atomic there, so he gets another 20. And if he takes out another atomic, he'll have 178, which is pretty comfortable. So should not have any issues. Traviktox picking up gravity at 2356. And he will head on over to Meridia soon. Both players are in the same route. They're both doing old route. Excuse me while I take a quick drink of water. Traviktox getting the very nice moat ball strat there to get over the moat as fast as possible. Heading down, we'll probably kill these 2 crabs. Doesn't need any power bombs though, so gets the 1 power bomb drop to put him at 4. 1 extra power bomb just as some insurance, and then he still only has 78 energy, so he's gonna want to worry about that a little bit. Meddadog's health quite low here. Has a good Attic, but unfortunately 39 energy will not cut it, so he's gonna want to do some farming before he goes into bowling. Traviktox getting a little bit more energy, so 113 is pretty decent. Some nice deboost there to get him out of Hellway. Meddadog doing a little bit of farming, not getting any good drops though. Finally one good drop, but 74 energy, I would not go with this. And he is not. He's going to open the door and do some more farming again. Alright, so 104, he should be all set now. Traviktox, unfortunately ending up in that yapping maw, but gets out pretty quickly. He's going to drop a power bomb to open up this glass enclosure here and get into Meridia. Meddadog gets to take a quick break in bowling with 14 energy. Unfortunately, getting hit by that fish there. Misses that one wall jump. So in the room that Traviktox is in right now, you can do a Shine Spark or do this alternate strat that Traviktox is trying to do. He's just a little bit short on his jump there. The alternate strat saves your energy, and essentially you can just jump up, pseudo-screw that guy, and do a wall jump off the edge right there. He's just a little bit short in where you want your placement to be for that. So it looks like he's going to try to do a Shine Spark. Meddadog, unfortunately falling down there, but not having to worry about the fanfare from the missile. So pretty good. Traviktox trying to get up as high as possible before doing that Shine Spark to conserve energy. He's at 55 now. He's going to want to be a little bit wary of that going into the Batoon fight. So he does farm a little bit. Gets one big energy. That'll definitely help him out. Traviktox opting to take the save as well here. So that is the first I've seen a runner take a save here so far. Kind of locks in his run up to this point, which is nice. Unfortunately missing that last down grab, so fell down there, but gets back up, and he'll be in Batoon in no time. Meddadog taking a quick break there in one of the Samus Eaters. Alright, Batoon fight. Usually you start out with an X Factor, and then 6 supers. If you hit all 4 particles, that'll take down Batoon. Not getting one of the best patterns, but still a pretty nice one. 1 round Batoon, and Traviktox has 4 supers, so he's in pretty good shape. Grabbing that energy tank, he got all 4 shots off on those pancake-like things. So he can just go back in and hit them all once, and they'll all die. Let's see if he goes for halfy or full halfy. Actually stopping the farm a bit. Gets a lot of supers. That's pretty nice for the amount of time that took. Looks like he'll try to get full halfy. I don't think he quite got it. Yeah. It's a little bit short there. Meddadog bombing out the glass enclosure, heading into Meridia. Traviktox going through Coliseum the classic way. And here's the Dragon fight. So 3 turrets to take out, 3 missiles on each, and they're dead. He has 10 missiles, so he has 1 left over. Typical strat here is to do an X Factor Shine Spark to start out and try to get Dragon somewhere between 2,400 and 3,000 health. And then 2 additional Shine Sparks should bring Dragon down to 0. Meddadog bombing that out, and he'll be at Batoon very soon. Looks like a pretty nice X Factor Shine Spark from Traviktox there. Gets a good pattern going into Dragon's oh, but unfortunately kind of got hit by that that goop, so makes up for it though. Really nice. Wasn't 2 in blue, but it was just about as fast as you can get besides 2 in blue. So good fight for Traviktox. Pretty good energy at 202. See that Meddadog, I think, hit his X Factor, but not all the particles. So he needed 1 more super missile there, 7 supers, and Botwin is down in pretty much a round and a half. So pretty good for Meddadog. Traviktox getting blue suit, getting the space jump, and he's going to head on over to Plasma. Alright, so stopping in front of these enemies, just taking them out with missiles. Meddadog's all set for ammo, doesn't need to farm any supers or anything. Traviktox doing a reverse full halfy there. He's going to head in the Cack Attack Alley to do a little bit of farming. Nice halfy from Meddadog. He saves a few seconds over just traversing the Coliseum normally. So Traviktox only has 2 supers here. He's going to want to up that count a little bit. Good to have about 4 leaving this area. Does some quick farming. He's got 151 energy, but he can get a lot of energy through these rooms coming up. So once again, we see another dragon fight, this time Meddadog. Taking out those turrets. Going to either do simply Shine Sparks or a Shine Spark with an X Factor. We'll see what he decides to do. Unfortunately, Traviktox getting hit in this room here. Those enemies can be quite annoying. So it looks like just a Shine Spark from Meddadog, probably delivering something around, I don't know, bringing Dragon's health probably down to around 3,600 to 3,800. Unfortunately getting gooped there, so couldn't deliver as much damage as he wanted to. Traviktox making quick work in Plasma Room. Unfortunately, his energy is pretty bad, but hopefully he'll get some more energy before he gets down to Lower Norfair. And Meddadog should just need a few more shots or 1 more Shine Spark and be all set. Oh, unfortunately gets a Goop Spark. Maybe a super and a missile take him out. Shouldn't need much more. There we go. 3 or 4 more missiles there, and Dragon is down for Meddadog. Traviktox going through the pipe, affectionately referred to as the toilet. Bomb out this block and hold a charge going to this room. I don't think he made the charge quite. Yeah, so he's going to miss that and hit one of those little dragon dudes. Unfortunately making this room very slow because of the sand that's coming down. Alright, so Meddadog heading out, no blue suit for him. He can always go for Womple Jump, which saves a bit of time. If not, it's simply space jumping across the Coliseum. Alright, so Traviktox with 1 super, he's going to need to farm something. Because he cannot get through this door in Business Center. I assume he will farm these enemies in Business Center, but I'm not sure if they drop supers too often. We'll see. Okay, he gets a super right away. Never mind. I was wrong. Anyway, Meddadog, speaking of supers, grabbing some supers here in Cack Attack Alley, where it's probably the best place to get supers. Traviktox gets that nice strat through that room there. Heading on up to grab Ice Beam. We'll see if Traviktox decides to take the lower route or the upper route. You do waste a power bomb taking the lower route, so that's always a concern. Looks like he's going to opt to take the lower route. Yep, and he does. So he might actually do this to take the refill station since his energy is 149. Always a nice thing to have. That refill station, just a quick fill up before you get on the Lower Norfair for safety. Ups to Shine Spark here. So he will definitely fill up. And there we go. Now no worry about health whatsoever for Traviktox. Meanwhile, Meddadog is at 257 health. That's a really good amount. And he has 9 supers, so he's all set in terms of health and ammo. And he'll be over to ice very soon. Traviktox laying a power bomb there. Unfortunately, he has 3 power bombs, so he's only going to have 4 going into the fast pillars room, which is a bit unfortunate, but what can you do? Alright, so Meddadog doing a bit of farming, getting some more health. Traviktox is going to drop a power bomb here. We'll see what he does for pillars. You can just drop power bombs in that room. You can do a Shine Spark, or you can do a kind of a blue suit space jump thing. And he is doing the blue suit space jump thing, which is just a little bit slower than Shine Spark, but it saves energy. So with almost full energy, he is in excellent shape for Lower Norfair. Drops a power bomb. Looks like a very, very basic worst room in the game strat. Nicely executed. Heading on through Amphitheater here. Meddadog coming up to grab the Ice Beam. So in this next room that Traviktox is going into, you want to kill these key hunters so that you can reduce lag. So it's always nice to kill 2 of them. However, he doesn't want to use a power bomb here. If he does, he will have to grab power bombs of shame, and he doesn't, so opts out of that. Oh no, wait, he actually has enough. I thought he didn't. Yeah, I was wrong. Yeah, he has an extra power bomb. All right, my mistake. He only has 1 super though. That's pretty interesting. So that 1 super will get him through this door, and he should get some more as soon as he gets through these metal pirates. Doing some nice Kegel strats there. Meddadog also taking the bottom route. Also doing a Shine Spark, so let's see what he plans on doing here. Oh, he actually does refill. Interesting. Alright, Traviktox into the Ridley fight. 20 charge shots. You optimally want to keep Ridley in a swooping, excuse me. But depending on what Ridley feels like doing, he might just do pogos all day. It's really hard to tell. And it looks like here comes the pogos. Meddadog getting up through that room and onto the Lower Norfair elevator. Traviktox getting some swoops now, so just trying to coordinate those shots. Ridley should be dead very soon. Trying to jump up there. There we go. So Ridley dead for Traviktox at 38:45. He will not opt to get the tank, I'm guessing, with this kind of energy. And I am wrong, so he's going to get the tank. 5 tanks for extra safety. Meanwhile, Meddadog just bombing out these pillars. No Shine Spark strats or blue suit strats there. Nice little ledge grab there, getting out of that room for Traviktox. Gonna want to do a D-boost off one of these blue dudes. Unfortunately, not getting it. Oh, gets a D-boost off the fly, the mosquito, whatever. Nice backup there. Meddadog with that morph ball strat over the top pirate. Pretty cool. Unfortunately, Traviktox taking a bit of damage there, but with all that health, it's not really a concern whatsoever. He can kind of just force his way through all these enemies if he wants, with all this energy that he has. Gets that blue suit strat going out of, what's the name of that room? Wasteland. With 4 power bombs, he could power bomb this out, but power bombing, I think, changes the RNG that you get from these key hunters here, so maybe one of the reasons that he opted to use bombs instead. He does have more than enough power bombs, though. Meddadog heading into Wasteland, gonna drop that power bomb and head into the Metal Pirates room. Alright, so Traviktox freezing that seahorse. Going into the Three Musketeers room, a few strats you can do here. You can just hitbox them if you want, or you can kill them. Looks like he's opting to jump over them. More of a new route strat there. Always have to be careful about this last one, though. The last one can knock you down and really cause a lot of issues, but he gets through it without much of an issue. Meddadog heading into the Ridley fight now with excellent health. Traviktox back to the old route strats again, bombing out these pillars with normal bombs instead of power bombs. Sorry, new route strats. I'm not sure what I said. Did I say old route? Alright, so Meddadog making his way through the Ridley fight. Looks pretty good so far. Opting just to angle up here. And we've gone to a transition screen real quick. I'm not sure where that came from. Oh, there we go. We're back. Okay, so Ridley is dead. Meddadog opting just to kill Ridley straight out instead of letting Ridley grab him. Opting not to get the tank. With 240 energy, he should be just fine, though. Alright, so Traviktox back into Meridia, going to be heading on up over to G4. We'll see if he takes another save somewhere. He has 20 missiles, 6 supers. I think he's in pretty good shape. Generally, the Metroids are somewhat nice with 6 supers. He does farm real quick there, brings up his total to 8, so he'll still need to use 2 supers, 1 for this gate and 1 for the room prior to G4. So he'll have 6 going in to the first Metroid room, most likely, unless he gets a drop somewhere else. Meddadog heading on up through the Key Hunter shaft here. Decides to drop the power bomb instead of using normal bombs. Tries to hitbox through that pirate. Has to be really careful. Can only take 2 more hits. 1 hit brings him down to 1 health. Opting to shoot these guys, probably a good idea. If for nothing else, to get some health drops. Nice blue suit strat there by Traviktox, going into these rooms just prior to getting the G4. We'll see if he gets any drops here from these pirates. So looking like he's going to go into Turian with 20 and 6, which should be fine. He might opt to take a save, he might not. Can't really say. Meddadog coming into the Three Musketeers room now. 40 energy. Best thing to possibly do is to just shoot them from below. And that was really close, hitting that second one. Laying a power bomb here to break these 2 pillars. I'm wondering with his health situation if he plans on farming right before he takes the elevator up towards the ship, or if he actually plans on stopping at the ship to save and to do a health refill. Probably one or the other. His ammo count is great, though. No worries there. Traviktox heading down into Turian, onto the Metroid rooms. Wants to be a little careful. Didn't really grab anything there. So he's in this second room with 4 supers. I'd be a little worried, but we'll see what Traviktox decides to do. 3 supers coming out of Metroid Room 2. He's going to want to use missiles here. He's going to use grouping strats. Opts to go for supers once again. Gets pretty lucky there, 20 and 7. All right, so for this last group, just goes straight for supers, gets 20 and 9, so he's all set, although that was really close. Going into that final room, you want 18 and 6, and he will have 20 and 6, so he'll have 2 missiles to spare. Still a little bit concerning, because if you do get sniped, even 1 super, you can't continue. We'll see if he takes a save beforehand, though. He might just do that. So anyway, Traviktox at the baby skip, and see if he successfully gets this. Unfortunately, grab there. But could be a good thing. Maybe he'll open that door with missiles and refill his missiles thing. I don't know. Meanwhile, Meddadog heading up through this area over to the ship. See if he decides to do a refill and a save at the ship. Alright, so does opt to open that door with missiles. It's going to refill, so that's good. Has a little bit more room now. Nice blue suit, excuse me. Nice blue suit strat again for Meddadog. Taking out these pirates here, maybe getting a little health in the meantime. Looks like you got a few drops. Going in with the best possible super count you can, I would suppose. So 20 and 9 looks really good. 280 health, really good as well. Traviktox doing the Zebetide skip here. Misses it just by a little bit there. Gonna have to destroy and refreeze that rink at the bottom. Having just a little bit of trouble with that. Decides to leave the room and reset and come back in. Meddadog getting a quick break in G4 in the meantime. And there we go. Traviktox is through. With 20 and 7, he has 2 missiles and 1 super to spare, I would say. I think that's right. No snipes tonight. So Traviktox on to Mother Brain 2. With this much energy, I don't think he'll have much of an issue, but who knows? Ketchup can always do strange things. Meddadog on to Metroid Room 1. Individually killing these Metroids. Looks like his ammo count is terrific so far. Alright, so Traviktox through Mother Brain 2, no issues whatsoever, has to damage himself down. You want to be below 400 health for this, but above 300. Or above, yeah, above 300. Meddadog in Metroid Room 4 with 8 supers, so really wants to get that drop here. Hopefully. And there we go. So 20 and 10 exiting Metroid Room 4. He's all set. Meddadog lining up for baby skip. See how this pays off or doesn't for him. Either way. Nice first jump there, but the second one looks like it was just a bit too... I don't know. I can't really interpret that too well, but yeah, he got grabbed, so he's going to make his way over to the refill room. Alright, so the death of Baby Metroid. And Traviktox heading on to phase 3 of Mother Brain. Looking like he's on probably a high 52 pace, maybe mid 52 pace. Alright, Meddadog opting to not take the save. Is he going for speed booster strats? No, he's not. Alright, so sets up for the Zeb skip. Gets it first try. Very nice. Yeah, so Traviktox on looks like high 52 pace here. Unfortunately, getting a very bad door transition there. Gonna hurt him a little bit. Does not go for blue bomber strats, but that's perfectly fine. Alright, so Meddadog taking down Mother Brain 2 right now. So far, meatball. Second meatball. A few onion rings. Traviktox heading into the climb room. Gonna do a left side spark. Head in the parlor, and he should be done shortly. Meddadog getting successfully through Mother Brain 2. Gets that rainbow beam. And looks like Traviktox is at the ship, finishing an official SRL time of 52 minutes and 56 seconds. GG to Traviktox. I'm gonna switch over this audio real quick. Hopefully it's normalized. There we go. Not too bad. Yeah, so that is that puts Traviktox at 1-1 now. He has 1 win and 1 loss so far. He has 2 more matches ahead of him. GG to him as we see Meddadog just going through the final cutscene here until he gets to Mother Brain 3. So, as this is going on, as I said before, I wanted to list off all the matches tonight. There's a lot of them. I'll go through this while Meddadog is in his Mother Brain 3 fight. 4 p.m. Mumu Didi and Hammond. That one already went by. 5 p.m. is this one right now. At 6 p.m., 3 minutes away on Speed Gaming 2 is Krauser versus Snake Lancer. 7 p.m. is Woody versus Poplars on Speed Gaming 5. 9 p.m. is Imit versus Crosspot Product on Speed Gaming 4. At 10 p.m. there's a 4-way on an unnamed channel as of now, Gameaholic and Rumblemans and Lynx X Unlimited and Maniacal. And then at 11 p.m. It is Cashmon versus Charizard. And those don't have channels yet, but I'm sure they'll come across pretty soon. So a lot of action left tonight. Meddadog getting through Mother Brain 3 will be out in the escape very soon. All right, I will drop an invite for these two to join if they want for a post-race interview. As Meddadog goes through what I like to dub as a Leodox room here. Goes for a right side spark, and should be finishing up here shortly. Opting to save the animals and spread disease across the universe. It's a sad thing, but to each their own. Oh, okay, all right. Makes the correct choice of simply opening the door and heading back to the ship. Now he's doing something else, and I don't know if I condone this. All right, well, either way, I can't fault him too much for doing that. It's his own choice. Heads on out of that wretched area and on over to the ship. And looks like Meddadog will be finishing in an official SRL time of 57 minutes and 6 seconds. GG to Meddadog. And I think that wraps up everything for Meddadog. He has done all his matches. Looks like he finishes with a 1 win, 2 loss, and 1 forfeit. So that will end Meddadog's reign in the group stage. But we still will see what is yet to come for Group Gravity. All right, so we see that Traviktox did finish with a 23% collection rate. That fifth E-Tank is what put him into the 23%. Normally you see people get 20, 10, 5 power bombs, and usually 4 tanks to be safe, and then that 5th one sometimes to be even more safe. And so I have dropped a invite just in case these guys want to drop in for an interview. I'll wait a few minutes, see if they're interested. If not, we'll hop off in a bit. As I said before, there is another match going on right now, or it's about to start, over on Speed Gaming 2. Krauser versus Snake Lancer should be a good one. And don't forget that there are matches going on all through tonight. So if you're interested in watching some more Super Metroid, it's happening for the next, let's see, for the next 6 hours. So it should be fun. Oh, Krauser versus Snake Lancer is not being restreamed. That's a bummer, but yeah. All right, so looks like the rest will be restreamed. All right, looks like I got Meddadog here now. Hey, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. GG on finishing the run. How did you feel about it overall?
It was a horrible run, but after I lost 2 minutes to Kraid because he didn't freeze, I'm like, well, how can I meme this run?
Yeah, the Kraid was unfortunate. I know that Elminster mentioned in chat that I guess one of those little claws that flies through the air doesn't drop anything while the other does. And you just kept getting the one that didn't drop anything, unfortunately. Yeah.
Well, the big issue was he didn't freeze at the beginning, and that's what really messed me up.
Yeah, I saw that, and yeah, but I mean, unfortunately, even after he stood up, he was just kind of
trolly.
Yeah, definitely. And any areas that you thought went pretty well?
I felt like I had a pretty decent Turian, and I had a fantastic Batwoon.
Yeah, the Batwoon was really good. Also, first try Zeb skip was pretty nice. Traviktox Traviktox had a little bit of trouble with that, so it was nice to see you get that first try.
Zeb skip can be a pain in the butt.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. So this was this your last match?
This is my third. I got one more.
Oh yeah, one more, and that's versus 2Cat?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be an interesting one. Wish you best of luck for that one. It's gonna be tough.
I don't think I got a chance. I didn't have a chance in this one, to be quite honest.
Well, I mean,
way over his time, and still I would have pretty much had to PB to beat him.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the one advantage you did have is he's mostly doing the PRKD route, so he's pretty rusty on the old route. So that's why he was up there too, around a 53-minute mark. Yeah. So anything else you want to mention?
That's all. Thanks for commentating.
All right. Yeah. Thanks a lot for the race. It was very entertaining, and thanks for joining.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks. All right. So for everyone out there who was watching, thanks so much for hanging out at Speed Gaming, and I'll see you next mission. 53-minute mark. Yeah. So anything else you want to mention? All right. Yeah. Thanks a lot for the race. It was very entertaining, and thanks for joining. Thanks. All right. So for everyone out there who